Hi, I'm Gary Keckley. I am blessed to be the CEO of GoodWorks Unlimited, the parent company of senior communities across Tennessee and Kentucky. We have been living through a horrific time, and we know that we will have 400,000 to 500,000 deaths from the coronavirus before this is all over. We have some thoughts we'd like to share with you, and we'll begin those with Dr. Warren McPherson, a noted physician, a pioneer in medicine, and a resident at the Villages of Murfreesboro. With him will be Sue Hall, the executive director of the Villages of Murfreesboro, a nurse and a veteran of the industry. And then Lee Golden, the director of clinical services with 12 Stones Health. And finally, Ken Holland, who's been operating senior communities for his entire life. Thank you for listening.
Dr. McPherson, you and I have been talking about this vaccine for a while now, and I know my stance is I'm ready. I'm for my family, for the residents, for the staff, definitely ready for this. As a physician, what are your thoughts about it?
Well, the vaccine can't come soon enough, as far as I'm concerned. It will be, I hope it'll be a game changer. The vaccines in the United States are very safe. We wiped out polio some years ago. And I think that there's really a decision to be made by each person, and that's the risk no matter what way you decide. If you decide not to have the vaccine, the risk is that you could get COVID and die from it.
Yes.
The risk, if you take the vaccine, is you might have a sore shoulder and a little fever the next day.
Yeah.
I'll take that any day. I mean, that's a simple explanation.
No brainer.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. And as a resident, if we all get vaccinated, how is this going to affect residents?
You can open the doors. Anybody can come in because nobody here can get infected by someone who's carrying the disease. And that's going to improve the mental health tremendously in this place.
Yes, it will.
Because people will be able to come and go as they please and do silly things like go to the cleaners and that sort of stuff.
And hug our grandchildren.
And hug our grandchildren. That's
Absolutely.
Right. That's right.
So it'll be, if we all get this and we can move on and it's going to be a new day.
Right. Absolutely.
Yes.
And no, I for one am anxious to get that happening.
Me too. Me too.
As a pharmacist for 12 Stone Health Partners, my mission is to do exactly that. Partner with GoodWorks in doing my part to manage this pandemic. I think at this point, we can all appreciate the severity of this infectious disease and how it has affected our country. I haven't lived through anything in my lifetime that has had this kind of impact on the way we live our lives. And I don't know if we ever get back to the way it was, at least not in the healthcare environment. But we do need to do everything that we can to get as close as possible. The next step toward that normalcy will be getting vaccinated. If all goes as planned, there will be 2 new vaccines released before the end of the year and 2 more coming after the first of the year. Currently, the side effects associated with these vaccinations are very mild and similar to the flu vaccine: soreness at the injection site and some minor aches and joint discomfort. On the flip side, we now know what this virus is capable of and how many have suffered as a result, either directly or indirectly. So, if you're not pregnant or nursing and you have no other contraindications, we encourage you to do your part by getting vaccinated.
It's time. Time for us to get back to some semblance of normalcy. Time for us to get back to what we do, provide a safe, comfortable, and secure environment for all of our residents. It's time for your community to be re-energized with laughter and folks being folks. Time for your residents and families to get on with living. Time for you and your families to get back to school, to worship, to doing all the things we took for granted until last March. Time for me to give my mama a hug and have her meet her newest great-grandchild, my first grandson, Cole. Time for each of you to put aside any perceived worry you may have about the vaccine. It's safe, it will work, and we need all of you. Folks, it's time. So let's roll up our collective sleeves and let's get on with it.
So now you've heard it. The time has come, as Ken said. Why do this? It's simple. Do it for your community. Do it for your fellow residents. Do it for your fellow associates. Do it for your own family, and do it for you. The time has come to roll up our sleeves and let's all get vaccinated.